Wagwan, wagwan. Today's video is South Sudan. If you don't know where South Sudan is, it's in Africa. Let's do another reaction review video to this content creator. Let's see what he has to say about Africa. Let's see if there's some BS to it or if he's speaking nothing but facts that we don't have to correct.
Okay, this is very strange. I've been speaking to a guy who lives in South Sudan, and he says I should come visit him, which I have mixed opinions on, and let me explain why.
So, South Sudan is located here in Africa. It is the fourth most dangerous country in the world, with a constant civil war going on.
Wherever you go, it's going to be dangerous. It's up to you to make it the most safest place. So just like you here in the United States, whatever city you live in, it's also known as a good place, a bad place, a violent place. So he's saying that it's known to be violent. I think all over the world is violent. You just have to know where to go to and where you don't have to stay.
Kidnapping and gang violence is very common. Landmines and unexploded weapons are a threat. The government is extremely corrupt. And economically, the country is a disaster. It is the poorest country in the world.
You could say the same thing about Russia. You could say the same thing about Africa, the United States, Europe, or Saudi Arabia, Puerto Rico. You could say all these things about all these countries that are corrupt. Unfortunately, Africa always gets labeled as the worst place to be. Wherever you go in the world is worse, in my own opinion.
So, as I'm sure you can imagine, tourism is virtually non-existent here. It's estimated that only a couple hundred visit each year.
Not true. If you look at a lot of content creators are currently going to Africa to film content. Why? Because everybody wants to see what goes on there. A lot of content creators are going all over the world. You go where this content is. So for him to say that not a lot of people go there, I don't really believe it.
South Sudan travel advice. The FCDO advised against all travel to South Sudan due to the risk of armed violence and criminality. And to throw another cherry on top, filming's illegal in South Sudan. Like even just filming on your phone, you can go to jail. Call me an idiot, but I really want to go.
Now, to get there, a lot of work was needed. I first applied for a visa online. You needed proof of a COVID vaccine, a yellow fever vaccine, you needed to know someone in the country, and just so much. But eventually,
I've just got our visa for South Sudan. We're actually going.
with visa required, I booked tickets, and it was time to go.
Off we go, boys.
I first got a plane from England to Ethiopia, and from there was a connecting flight to Juba. This is the capital city of South Sudan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to South Sudan, Juba.
As I onboarded the plane, I could definitely sense I was in a world that I was not used to. I made my way through the airport past vaccine checks and then eventually through border control. But before I could make it out the airport,
We've been taken into some room because they saw all our camera equipment. So
as I previously said, filming here is illegal. But a few weeks prior, I applied for journalist passes, which costed $2,000, but they got approved. Saying that though, the guys at airport security were being really hard to convince. Eventually though, after about an hour of questioning,
are we good to film?
Film that side.
Film that side, okay.
we made it out the airport.
Right, that was a bit of faff, but
Yeah.
we finally made it out.
Welcome to South Sudan.
Thank you, my friend.
welcome,
this
welcome, yeah.
is Mr. BMG.
This is the guy who I mentioned at the start who convinced me to come here. He's one of the only YouTubers in South Sudan, and we got speaking online. There was no way I would have made it into the country without this guy.
Yeah.
The car.
Oh, this is us?
Yeah, this is the.
Is that a bullet?
Yeah.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
I was driving him from here to the tribes.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we hit some goat
And then they shot.
it happened. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Not the most promising start.
This These are very aggressive people.
Yeah, they don't like filming. Okay, we made it to like the center. It's crazy out here. People don't like these cameras.
What happened? Why you take the camera?
As you can see in the screen, the guy is saying why you take the camera, meaning why are you filming? So I get it, you know, we're all content creators. We all like to travel. We all like to go to different countries, but at the end of the day, you got to be respectful of local people. If you don't have people's permission to film, please don't film. Yeah, he's got a tour guide with him, he's got his person with him, but you gotta understand, like, a lot of these people are currently struggling. A lot of these people don't like to be filmed because they know that the stigma, the image you're gonna put out there when you go put on your platform, it could be negative. So out of respect for them, if I was him, I would not be filming. I would ask people, is it okay if I film you? Just because if you're asking me, you're giving me that respect. So that's a little bit of disrespectful on his end, not to ask people just to be rolling the camera.
Like this. Don't take camera.
That's my point.
And then on top of that, he kind of laughs and kind of mocks him and says, that's my point. Like, you didn't ask respect for him. You didn't ask him, can I film you? But then you're going to say, that's my point.
Some people getting aggressive with us because of the cameras,
It's not on you, don't worry.
and a lot of people just staring us out. As a whole, walking around the place, I felt a lot safer than I thought.
First impression, a lot better than I expected. I feel quite safe, to be honest.
Yeah, but you're safe. You're safe.
Apart from the odd person,
Yeah.
most people are pretty friendly.
This is for cleaning your teeth.
This is a local cuisine here in South Sudan. Is it good or bad?
It's good.
Good, yeah?
Very serious.
I give my honest opinion. Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
The taste is nice.
Yeah.
The texture's like snot, which kind of puts me off.
That was a lie, the food was not nice. But aside from the food, so far, South Sudan had beaten my expectations. Now, after the meal, we continued exploring. The atmosphere, however, started to feel different.
It's most dangerous place.
This is the most dangerous place in South Sudan.
Yeah, like pickpocketing.
Around this area, we were getting looks, but they were not friendly looks.
Very fine. No. Let's go.
You also have to understand that a lot of places like that, he's the only white guy there. So he's pretty tall. He stands out. Also, a lot of people still have a little bit anger towards anybody white just because of what Europeans and the West, they're historical, that what they've done to Africa, basically taking things. So when people see a camera, they put it together as you're a spy or you're going to go show us to other people on social media or in their own countries a negative image. So yeah, it's good to be safe, but like I said, also you have to know where to go. And right now he's in a dangerous spot and he sticks out like a sore thumb because he's above the average height.
A big crowd started to form around us.
Alright, it's getting quite heated now.
So to explain what happened next, this guy here in purple, he got very angry about the camera. We were circled by all of them at this point and he started shoving Jack, my cameraman. Mr. BMG managed to de-escalate the situation. We got out of there, headed back to the car. However, on the journey back, a new problem occurred. Let me explain what's going on. As I mentioned earlier, I spent $2,000 on journalist passes. This is issued by the South Sudan government, so I was legally allowed to film. So as we were driving, I got this video just of the scenery. This police officer saw that and pulled us over. As you can tell, she doesn't care about the documents.
I don't like how he's wording it. He's saying that she doesn't care about the documents. You're making an assumption based on how the officer is looking at the documents. You don't know what the requirements are. You don't know what they're looking for. So at the end of the day, just show the documents and just kind of get out of there. So I think there's a lot of assumptions being made here, which is kind of, you don't know. And the real question is, are you really a journalist? I mean, journalists, content creators, two different things. I mean, like I said, people are going to be biased. People are going to have their opinions. And once again, people don't like to be on camera. And as he was walking, he was currently filming. I always tell you guys, if you're going to travel somewhere, make sure you follow all the rules and regulations and policies, because there has been other content creators who have traveled out of the country and they have been arrested for not following the rules.
He was alone, she demanded a bribe. So she wants $50. Why? What have we done? What have we done? Why are you doing this? I can show her the video. We didn't get any of them on video.
At this point, yeah, she's asking for money. She's bribing. Is it the right thing to do? No, but unfortunately, he's used to where he's from, which I'm not sure he's from, where obviously things are done a lot more differently. In certain countries, people use bribing because obviously they're not making enough money. Is it right? No. Is it wrong? Yes. Can he fix it? No, he can't fix it. At this point, he's going back and forth. At this point, it is not wise. It is not smart to argue with somebody else, because if she really wanted, she could call for backup and just put you in jail because you have the camera. And technically, per their laws, you're not supposed to film. Yes, you have a journalist. You can film, but if they want to throw you in jail, it's their word versus yours. So at this point, when you're traveling, if you get stopped by authority, just cooperate. It is not worth it trying to win, because legal system, different countries are different. If the law says something, that's what's going to happen. If they want to put you in jail, they will put you in jail.
First get the money. Okay, you just give me the money with you. Let's just go.
So I have to give all my money.
Fucking hell, bro. So just for some context, I was filming the street, not the police officer, but the police officer saw me film.
Yeah.
So she pulled us over and demanded a bribe. So if we didn't pay, what would they do then?
If we didn't pay, they are going to take the camera.
The lady who just took the money, is she just going to pocket that money?
Yeah, you saw she pocket the money.
For herself?
For herself.
I don't think he's making the right assumption. From what it looks like, I'm not saying I'm an expert. It's just like law enforcement, when they stop you, they put stuff in their vehicle, in their pocket. Maybe she's just putting it in her pocket. In that time, when she gets to the station, she can put the money, if it's a holding cell or a fine. But I just don't like how he's kind of making assumptions that she literally pocket the money. We don't know. This is something we can't speak upon. I'm the type, if I don't know if something's been falsely spoken upon, I just don't want to make a comment. Maybe she did take it. Who knows?
We're off to go see one of Mr. BMG's mates. He's going to show us where he lives, but the place is very run down looking. It's around here where a lot of the gangs are then?
Yeah, this area.
Yeah.
I was definitely very nervous at this point in the trip. I mean, you hear a lot of stories about tourists getting kidnapped by gangs, and just the atmosphere of the place, it was not like the city centre.
He just shouted, "Fuck you."
He's saying black color is real.
Black colour is real?
His black color is real. Wow. Your color is not real.
My colour is not real.
Yeah, Sajaya.
Hello.
Oh.
Nice to meet you. I'm Joe. What's your name?
My name is Kenny.
Kenny is a friend of Mr. BMG, and he kindly agreed to show us around his home.
This is rental house.
Yeah.
So I'm renting this one, these 2 rooms.
These 2 rooms. How much is rent a month? How much per month?
Per month, the rent is $20.
$20 a month?
Yeah, per month.
Okay, we're allowed to have a look?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome. This is my room. This is my...
That's the baby.
Yeah, this is my...
What's your name?
Her name is Mas.
She's beautiful.
Kenny And he shares this room with his wife and his daughter. He also shares a kitchen with other people that live in that area.
This is cabbage.
Cabbage.
Yeah, you know cabbage, right?
I know cabbage.
I enjoy it very much.
Yeah.
While the place doesn't seem like luxury to you, for South Sudan standards, this is a good home.
How is life living in Juba?
Here, actually, in Juba, life is not all that easy because you see, you cannot get work actually easy. Now, I'm just doing a mobile phone repair so that my family will survive.
If you don't mind me asking, how much money do you make a month?
In a month, I can make like $60.
$60.
As I mentioned before, South Sudan is the poorest country in the world.
On average, how much would you say you earn a month from work?
15,000.
And how much is that in dollars?
Like $3.
$3 a month.
Like 10,000 in the month.
The civil war has caused prices to skyrocket, jobs are scarce, and these guys are struggling to make it through. But life here can be even more tough than that. Just down the road was this little camp.
3, 2, 1.
He said, statistic wise, people are gonna say that the continent of Africa, certain countries in Africa are gonna be poor. But if you actually do your research, you're actually gonna find that certain countries in Africa are rich, but due to wars, the countries have been stripped of their resources. The country has been stripped of the mines that bring the money in. So I don't really believe a lot of the things that he's saying, that the country's poor. The country's poor not because other countries came in and stole what makes that country money. I also don't like the fact that he's showing kind of negative image, typical kid with the bigger head and, kind of ripped shirts. So I'm definitely up for content creators traveling the world, but I just wish that you guys would kind of show a better image of Africa.
Lower class, but lower class in the poorest country in the world. This is the harsh reality.
This is where you live?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we have a look?
I don't go inside. Yeah.
How many people stay here?
There are many, like 17.
17 in this one room?
Yeah.
When it rains, which is very common here, but what do you do? So this is the food here that you eat?
Yeah. These are leftovers from the street. They don't know which one is that, so they eat anything.
Walking around this place was tough. Seeing all of this and just realising how much you take life for granted. I mean, the people here were the nicest people I've ever met. They had constant smiles on their faces.
Bye!
You're still coming? Hey!
Okay, so it's 9 p.m. right now. I don't know how we've done this, but a member of the gang, the JJ gang?
Yes, JJ, yeah.
A member of the JJ gang has agreed to meet up with us and do an interview.
As I said earlier, gang violence is a big problem in South Sudan. In fact, all throughout today, I've spoken to people whose lives have been affected by gangs.
Do you ever experience any of the gangs here? Yo, you good? Nice to meet you.
The gang member who agreed to speak with us was in this building behind me. I was waiting for about 10 minutes, and out of nowhere...
It's okay. You come out or I go in? Hello. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
This guy is a member of the JJ gang.
What is your name?
My name is Gangster Ben.
Did you have to join a gang because you were poor, or did you join a gang out of choice?
Because I was poor and it's friendship involved. Like
It's friendship, they're all your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do get some cash from there. Robbing people by the roadside, taking some people property like phones and
Do you feel any guilt doing that?
No, I didn't feel shy. I can't feel shy. I have injured many people.
You have injured many people?
Yeah.
What, like taking their money, you injure them?
Because in taking the cash, you have to use force.
The way that Benny just showed off about all of this, it was pretty scary. A lot of people, however, have to join gangs purely to survive.
All right, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Not the best video. Not really happy with a lot of the things that he said. I believe there was a lot of BS that was said in the video. I don't like everything being so negative. South Sudan is a beautiful place. He could have showed a part of like downtown South Sudan where things are nice, and then went to the village of South Sudan and showed that part. But unfortunately, he showed a lot of negative things, which is what the regular media does, is show you bad things about Africa and the countries in Africa. Not really in agreement. Also, he could have done, in my opinion, just a better job of maybe giving a little back. You know, you got to go there and stay. You got content out of it, but you just left the people in the same state that they're in. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he did do something, but overall, not too impressed with the video. This is just a bunch of BS. To any content creators, if you do travel somewhere, try to show a positive message, because what you show, it stays with a lot of people, and this is not it. But I will say, I do like what IShowSpeed has been doing. He's been showing positivity. Anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, happy birthday to all my good and bad people out there. Shout outs to Africa, the motherland. We're coming up, baby steps.